Inovio's hope for defeating cancer. Cancer. Some of the best scientific minds have spent lifetimes searching for a cure. They introduced surgical removal, toxic chemicals, and radiation therapy. In the last 20 years, monoclonal antibodies focused on aiding the body's immune system have achieved selective success with drugs that interfere with cancer cell proliferation. Today, leading-edge research in cancer is focused on two primary approaches: passive and active immunotherapies, each with its own merits and perhaps the ideal solution in combination. The most innovative passive cancer approach in development is a monoclonal antibody called a checkpoint inhibitor, with tremendous excitement around PD-1 therapy and PD-L1 therapy. This approach does not kill cancer cells directly, but blocks a pathway that allows cancer cells to cloak themselves from the immune system, specifically from killer T cells. It then relies on the immune system to be poised to actually kill the cancer cells. While PD-1 and PD-L1 drugs are showing excellent data in preventing a cancer cell's ability to neutralize T cells, they are a passive cancer therapy. There is no vaccination to activate, train, and instruct the body's T cells to directly target and kill cancerous cells. Active cancer vaccination approaches like Inovio's take immunotherapies a step further. Inovio's goal is to generate an army of cancer-fighting T cells directed to attack specific cancer antigens or proteins displayed by cancerous cells in massive numbers, able to overpower any defense cancer cells may construct. While many alternative active immunotherapy approaches have yet to succeed in generating the desired army of antigen-specific T cells, Inovio Pharmaceuticals is leading in the race to bring effective active immunotherapies to cancer patients. Inovio's synthetically optimized DNA vaccines, administered with its Selectra delivery system, have induced best-in-class T-cell immune responses in human studies. Inovio's SynCon immunotherapies have generated the greatest number of killer T cells trained via vaccination to seek out and eliminate specific cancer cells. For example, in a recent preclinical cancer vaccine study, Inovio's HTERT DNA cancer vaccine generated T-cell immune responses more than 18-fold higher than the previous best results of a peer's HTERT therapeutic DNA vaccine. Inovio has demonstrated that its therapeutic vaccines achieved, for the first time by any non-live platform, a functional killing effect against targeted cells. Importantly, Inovio's approach has displayed a strong safety profile. While not all cancer cells possess the defensive capability to protect themselves using the PD-1 pathway, drugs that inhibit cancer cells from utilizing this pathway are displaying strong clinical results, suggesting they may make an important contribution to the fight against cancer. But there is an even more exciting observation from the PD-1 data generated to date. For years, experts have sought direct clinical evidence of T cells' ability to eliminate cancer cells in patients. While earlier cancer vaccines failed to generate high enough T cell responses, the importance of generating cancer-specific T cells was not diminished. Because PD-1 molecules are associated exclusively with T cells, the positive data from early human studies of these new PD-1 therapies have shown that T cells and T cells alone can clear cancer cells when the cancer cell's PD-1 cloaking mechanism is unmasked. This provides strong evidence for the potential of an active immunotherapy able to generate robust T cells, such as Inovio's therapeutic DNA vaccines. Inovio's remarkable new therapy is designed to achieve this goal, to significantly boost the immune system's ability to generate T cells to seek and destroy specific cancer cells. We have already demonstrated through published clinical papers that our DNA immunotherapies can achieve this better than anyone else. Our novel synthetic DNA vaccine technology enables us to design immunotherapies targeted to any of the broad spectrum of cancer-specific antigens, with unique additional elements of Inovio's novel SynCon design potentially able to help break the body's tolerance of cancer cells. Independently, the new PD-1 and PD-L1 inhibitors and Inovio's SynCon cancer vaccines are major innovations for cancer immunotherapy that could dramatically change the way cancers are treated. An even greater prospect is that in combination, these therapeutic approaches could increase the hope of defeating cancer as we know it today. Inovio Pharmaceuticals, revolutionizing vaccines.